Today's episode of the Steezy and Easy MMA Hour is sponsored by Shroom Bar, the protein mushroom bar. It's made up of not psychedelics, but 4 powerful mushroom adaptogens. It has lion's mane, which increases focus, memory, and neuroplasticity, making it easier to form new patterns and learn new things. It has cordyceps, which increases VO2, blood flow, and overall endurance. It has reishi, which decreases stress, and it also has turkey tail, which boosts your immune system. And if you go to eatshroombar.com right now and use promo code Steezy and Easy, you will get 30% off your first order. Again, the website is eatshroombar.com, promo code Steezy and Easy. And thank you very much, Shroom Bar, for sponsoring this episode.
What's up, man?
What it do? What it don't do? It's your boy Steezy over there. It's your boy Easy. It's the hour. Let's get into it. What were you laughing about just now?
Every time the fucking the damn video plays, it's like a sliver of the camera that like of the screen that's still visible. So that shit was playing, and I was just in that bitch like this.
Oh, like
Just that much of my face was visible.
Apparently we were playing the same Undisputed.
Yeah, I wanted to try it out, hoping that they updated something, and it feels like they might have fixed a little bit. But that being said, I played a match against Roy Jones at heavyweight, and this nigga was doing that stupid ass shit where they throw like throw like fucking 6 hooks off of one hand to the body. So he would just come in, he would throw like maybe one hook to the head, and then just go. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do nothing about it. You can't really block it. You can't counter it because the game's so wonky. So I had to deal with that shit. I dropped him like the first 2 rounds, and then had to deal with that shit until like the last round, where he had like outpointed me from running and doing that bullshit. This motherfucker ran around the whole ring taunting, and then I caught him the last 2 seconds, dropped him, won the scoreboard, or one on the scorecards. Fuck that guy. But anyways, the game doesn't feel good. Still feels shitty.
I won my fight too. I knocked him out though, but
I want to play you.
I'm not.
I don't
I'm
think
not.
it's
I'm
cross.
not. I'm not really feeling the new updates too much. I mean, for one, they said like they did an update where like if you hold block for too long, like it's easier to break, which has not been the case since I've played it.
And you can't even catch them to punish them like that. Like
they said when
it's so hard.
They said they fixed it to where when you rock somebody, it's easier to knock them out, which I feel like it's harder.
No, because I still don't get knocked out when I'm rocked usually.
They said they made it. They said they tweaked the AI mechanics so when your opponent is rocked, they can't react. But like, dude, I feel like it's just as hard to knock somebody out after you rock them, and it shouldn't be. It's like I feel like it's almost impossible to connect when they're rocked. It's weird. Like,
I
don't know what punch you have to throw, but like none of my shit lands unless it's like straight body. Like when they're rocked, I just go to the body because the head punches don't seem to land. It's a hella broken game. I was praising it when it first came out, but like I feel like the updates have made it worse. The stamina update like killed it for me because I'm not trying to say I'm a spammer, but I am a guy that likes to put people out fast. Like no, I just like to put people away. Like I don't want it to last like the duration of an actual boxing match. Like I'm trying to knock you out in 1 or 2 rounds tops, you know what I mean? So I mean, I do throw power. I just don't throw nothing but power, but like I do throw power. Like same thing with UFC, bro. I'm trying to get in and out. Like I'm just trying to pause. But I just try to end people hella fast, and them boxing matches last fucking forever, bro. Like
I don't
one thing I'm not a fan of. I don't want to go 7 rounds with somebody like every fucking fight. Like
the stamina system's so shit because like I was saying, you can't really punish people for going to the body in this game. It's not like that's the one thing that the UFC games do good is that every time you go to the body, you have like you're more vulnerable. Like you take a multiplier damage to the head. But this shit, like I feel like they'll just like I was saying, they'll just be throwing like 4 or 5 punch combos to the body, and you'll be uppercutting them, and it just feels like it doesn't do shit or like it's not targeting. And yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's impossible to actually counter people like cerebrally, like actually think about it to counter them. You just get lucky and you counter somebody.
Like
It
fighting
does not
games
feel
as
like
a
a good
whole.
game.
I feel like fighting games as a whole have downgraded significantly.
Yeah, they're trying to be more user friendly.
I was watching this old UFC 2 clip, EA UFC 2 clip that I made.
Oh yeah, I
and I was like,
oh,
bro,
no, I'm
this
thinking
game is. I was like, bro, this. I was just watching it. I was like, bro, just looking at the way the punches are thrown, the Muay Thai clinch, like the parries, like that's probably the best one they ever made.
Yeah, I really
That
like
was
that one.
three. That was three. That was three. Even the submission system wasn't all crazy. Like it was doable. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like super cheesy to where people could just hold you there and just drain your stamp. Like that shit's dumb. Like I don't know. Like they moonwalked as far as like production on that game goes because UFC 2 is like the combos were so much more fluid. Like I was watching the combos I was throwing on, and I was like, I hit him with a 2-piece, and then I hit
They're
him with
creative.
then I hit him with a leg kick, and he was so hurt from the leg kick that I was
He
able to land
hunts
a
over?
head kick, and then I was able to land a head kick and knock him out, bro. And I'm like, bro, you can't do that in UFC 5.
They were way
Like,
more
and
creative,
that's
way more
exactly how it
fluid.
would. Yeah, and the TKOs are 1,000 times better. Like when you got on top to finish them, like the ref throwing you, bro. Like everything about that game is better. It's crazy, like how backwards they went, dude. Like. Actually, kind of makes me mad. I've been every time UFC 5 posts a new post, I'm like, bro, give us the UFC 2 servers back. Because I swear to God, if you could play that game online, I would literally re-download that shit and just play that.
That might have been
Legitimately,
one of my best ones.
I don't even care if it's an updated roster. Like the fighting as a whole is just light years better than what the fuck we got to working with.
And I like the kind of goofiness when you could like uppercut people and they flip and shit, you know, or like you front kick them and they fucking like do backflips. Like the super
even
physics.
the animations to people getting knocked out is way more realistic than this game UFC 5. Like it's just crazy to me.
Oh yeah, fives. It's like they're almost fucking. It's the animations are weird, dude. I don't. Five does not do it for me.
I mean, everything about it is worse. Everything about it is worse. Like that Muay Thai clinch against the cage, that shit was clean, bro. And it's a real thing for some fighters that can, you know what I mean? Like it's just stupid. Maybe they shouldn't have put it on. Maybe they shouldn't have gave every fighter the ability to do it. But actually, no, because you had to transition into it. So it's
some
like
people could go straight into it if they were
some
like
people could go straight into it, and
specialists.
then there was the single one. You know what I'm saying?
The specialists could go straight into it, but also
that shit was
there
dope. If I got you in that clinch, bro, you were not getting out, bro. Like
the denials and shit.
That's the times you should be able to hold people, not on the fucking ground in these stupid ass positions where you just cannot get up ever.
There's a lot of 50-50 positions where it's just like if they recognize it, you're not getting up, bro.
There's no clinch denial in 5. Like it's just, how do you not have
Crazy.
a clinch denial when there's some people who will literally spam that the entire fight? Like if they can't take you down, they're just gonna clinch you to death. Like and you can't fucking deny that. Like that makes no fucking sense, bro. Nothing about that game really makes sense. Like honestly, seems like they catered to like the worst possible fans they could have possibly catered to when it comes to that game. Like they listen to a bunch of motherfuckers who've been playing the game for 4 fucking months, and we're like, I don't like this, and this, and this, and this, and they changed all that shit. Like that's crazy. But anyway, let's get to business. First things first, I want to say, shout out to the boy Stanley Johnson, man. Unfortunately, took his first L. I watched that fight.
I watched that shit in class.
I just think he had a slow start. Like If he would have fought the last 3 rounds like he fought the first 3, I mean, it was the knockdowns though, really. Like that's probably what more than likely. See, I don't watch boxing like that, so I don't really know how the scoring goes, but I would imagine knockdowns don't help, you know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
mean, and also you gotta understand, you're not gonna win a decision over there, bro.
That too.
This was
That too.
the USA
That too.
versus Britain. When I saw, it wasn't the best start, but to come back from that and to arguably win the last couple rounds, and in my opinion, he won the last couple rounds.
I thought he
He
won the
was
last
swarming,
3.
buddy. And it was weird, man.
I thought he
Because
won the last 3. Old boy was just kind
yeah,
of just clinching for
coasting.
dear life and hella
So that
tired. It looked like.
it is. Yeah, no, that's what I noticed. It's that guy was like Russian, right? That dude didn't even speak
Um,
or didn't speak English.
I'm not sure
That
what.
motherfuckers recruited some Russian dude to fight for England, bro. They had to bring the special artillery out to beat Stan.
Yeah, but
Stan put in
shout out
work,
to the
man.
homie. Shout out to the homie Stan, man. You got mad heart, and I always say, or as a great boxer once said, you don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down. So I truly believe you will come back better than ever, and you will
No, he
bounce.
didn't lose any stock. Yeah, that was a great fight, man. That's and what I did I researched the other guy. The other guy was legit. So if you was out there and you put it on him towards the end of the fights when people are supposed to be getting tired, that's your takeaway is you belong up there with the big boys. So that's he fought somebody way higher up. Somebody that's been around doing big things out where he's from. So that was a huge step in competition and put it on him late in the fight. So that is a tremendous showing. That's all heart, man. And got to meet Roy Jones. Dubs. Shout out the man. He just got back to the States.
No, 100%, 100%. My bad, I got distracted. Motherfuckers talking shit. But yeah, man, he'll bounce back. And yeah, he wasn't fighting no slaps, that's for sure.
And then Brits were wilding in the
Oh,
chat.
the second. Oh yeah, but at least the commentators weren't being biased. At least I didn't feel like they were.
Oh, they
They
were
were
for a
actually
little
giving. They
bit,
were actually
but
giving for a second, but then like
yeah,
those
he
later
earned the
rounds,
respect.
yeah, exactly.
That shows you how much work
He
he's
got their
putting in.
props.
You put in so much work that even the British commentaries giving you a shout out, bro. They were like, they were really high on Stan, man. That was cool.
But like
They were
Stanley Johnson is showing us a massive hot right now, and he's
fighting for his
going at it.
country.
He continues to pressure
It's fight
forward.
of the night. I
The other
didn't
dude
watch
was
the other
seriously
fight after that.
gassed. You could tell. The other dude.
Yeah, that was. He's never
Is
been. He's
not. He does not
well.
go
All
the.
his
He does
other
not go the
fights.
distance often.
Yeah, all his other fights, he knocked everybody out in the first round. He
I
was
think all
smoking
first
everybody.
round knockouts.
Maybe not all. Well, I don't know about all of them, but most of his shit. Like most of the shit I was saying, he was knocking people out in like the first round, man, smoking them.
Yeah.
So I think he was a little disheartened. I mean, what didn't they say in the fight? Like he was looking at his corner and shit. It's like Stan,
Oh
he
yeah.
wasn't. He couldn't put him away. Stan just marched through everything, bro. Juggernaut. That shit was crazy. Yeah, that was impressive.
All
I was
right.
having to watch that shit in class, bro. That's
Fight
stuff.
time. Dude, I was up like all fucking day that day. I was about to go to sleep, and then I realized that fight was about to happen, and I stayed up and watched that.
Thank God they actually put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, for real. I was worried about that. I didn't know if I was gonna have to like pay for something, or I mean, not that I wouldn't have, but prefer not to if I ain't gotta. All right, UFC Fight Night from a few weeks ago. Markel Maderos beat Austin Hubbard. Jamal Emmers knocked out Gabriel Miranda. Wish I could say I remember that, but I do not. Rafa Garcia beat Pichel. I thought Pichel won that fight, if I'm not mistaken.
You see that clip of him and Alex when he was interviewing him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Road.
motherfucker
He
was
was
driving
road. He was
crazy.
road raging.
That shit's
That was a hell
hilarious.
of a fight. Lupi Godinez beat Julia Palastri, possibly. Costa beat Christian Rodriguez. Atiba Gutierrez knocked out Jose Daniel Medina. Kevin Borjas beat Ronaldo Rodriguez by decision. David Martinez knocked out Simon Oliveira. Raul Rosas beat Vince Morales. A lot of people were hating on Rosas's performance. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Like,
He kind of just
just
out-grappled him.
not factor how young that dude is, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
think about how young like Max Holloway was when he came into the UFC. Like, he wasn't the Max
Good point.
Holloway he is now. You know what I mean? Like, he was the youngest fighter in the UFC at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta develop, bro. Like, yeah, I understand you're fighting in the big leagues, but dude, he's young as shit, bro. Like, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. You got the dub.
I mean, you can only
Can't
get
knock him
better.
out. Can't knock him out every fight. Like,
Only get better.
yeah. Edgar Shire submitted TJ
Yeah,
Vergara.
shout out to that was a great fight. And yeah, the
It
shit
was.
his after fight speech was kind of sad, bro. It was fucked up, man. He did it for his people though.
Yeah,
I think he said his like father passed or some shit. I don't really remember, but
yeah. I think it was something along those lines.
yeah, shout out. He put on this fucking show that fight.
Manuel Dober beat Drew Dober. A lot of people had, well, some had issues with the stoppage. I didn't. Drew Dober
Oh,
didn't.
that was a good stoppage. Drew did at the time because he was concussed, but he
It's
went back
just
and
one of
saw it.
those. It's just one of those incidents where, you know what I mean? Like, when you're a big ass fan favorite, like when like everybody loves you, they're always gonna have that bias towards you. And
Of course. I mean, even he got on his social media and said, you know, everybody and the lights were on, but nobody was home or whatever. You know, he knew that he was done.
and when the fighter says it, you should just shut the hell up about it.
Yeah, the end. That's from the horse's mouth, you know.
And then Morono beat Ursag. I don't really know what's next for Ursag after that one.
Yeah, he might need to fight a up and comer just to prove that he's still, you know, of that echelon. Because he kind of got beat up that fight.
Yeah, he did. All right, now we're gonna get into this one and this one. I got some shit to say about this card right here. Yes. Talita beat Vanessa Demopoulos. Talita Alankar beat Vanessa Demopoulos by decision. Martin Bidet beat Uran by decision. I'm not even going to attempt to say that last name. Victor Henry beat Pedro Falcao by decision. This guy, he's got hair, and he just looks. His hair looks like he has like mystical powers. Pause.
Or smell.
Loma Luke Bunmi beat Estela Nunez by decision.
All right, this is when I started watching.
Rise McKee beat Daniel Frenza by doctor stoppage. If that's the
McKee,
doctor stoppage that I think it was
split his
very,
lip.
very, very, very valid because that shit.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Dude, they had a
McKee's hands are
disclaimer
made
on
of.
Twitter today. They had a disclaimer on Twitter today about it, and I clicked it, and I wish I didn't. That shit is gross. That shit, yeah, 100%
What's his
valid.
name?
Anybody?
Rice McKee. That's the
Rice
name.
McKee.
Yeah, that dude. I want to see him fight again. He was fun to watch. Dude's got
Oh
brick
my
hands.
god, bro!
I never seen somebody take so much damage from. Like that was crazy, bro.
That lip was like disfigured. Like I want to see what it looks like in a couple of weeks, bro. Like I wonder if that thing is gonna survive, bro.
I don't get it. Like early on, he was putting damage on him. That guy's hands are fucking dense, dude. He was sticking him.
Barbosa submitted Belbita in the first round. Looking at those odds, I mean, this is not surprising to anybody. I don't think. Torres Finney beat Robert Valentin, and yeah, this is what I gotta say.
This is fucking stink fest, dude.
Bro, you can't come in built like fucking Bob Sapp in his Pride days.
Bob Sapp, yeah. No, Bob Sapp and Woodley combined into one human, bro. It's like if somebody took Bob Sapp's torso and put it on Woodley's body, like Woodley's fucking lower half. So what the fuck that guy looks like? Like he should be just throwing windmill overhands. And he put on the most pathetic fucking boring ass shit I've ever seen. I was mortified watching that. I've never seen somebody put their head into somebody else's crotch and just hold their hips and just sit there while the other guy is punching them from underneath. Like, you know what I mean? That was crazy, dude. I am not a fan.
And a lot of it, from what I heard, I didn't watch this fight, but I looked at the numbers and I was like, good
I watched
God,
it.
bro.
Yeah, he had control for 13 minutes.
And yeah, how do you have 13 minutes of control? Well, apparently a lot of it was against the cage too.
Yeah, dude, let me see if I can demonstrate. This motherfucker he was just sitting like this.
I can't even see you right now because I'm looking at this, but
he was sitting like this, just head under cup, holding this dude's ass the whole time while eating uppercuts. It was the most fucking crazy. He said he had like a mental break or something. He said he had like a mental issue, like a disconnect, and he just
get outstruck in this. I was like, just looking at the numbers, I was like, how did he get outstruck having 13 minutes of control?
But because he sat there,
he outstruck him by like 20. That's
because he sat there in that position. There's literally like a whole minute. He sat there with his head under his cup, hands on his hips, and was just getting hit with the uppercuts for like a whole minute, bro. And he's just sitting there. He said himself that he had like a mental break or some shit and like couldn't do anything. I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan. I would not want to see him fight.
Dude, nobody's a fan after that. Look at here, Torres Finney. I'm not trying to be too judgmental.
Hey, I don't.
It's way easier to talk about fighting than it is to actually go in there and do it. With that being said,
when you're built like that, bro.
If you fought on the Contender Series 3 times and Dana White still didn't want to sign you, and then he finally signs you,
and you do that,
that is not what's going to win him or the fans over, bro.
I'm not even gonna, bro.
Strikes is crazy.
I'm not even gonna stick up for that man, bro. If you're built like that,
I'm not sticking up for him. I'm just saying that's a horrible look for somebody who was already like, it was already hard enough getting into the UFC, bro. Like that,
bro. And you ain't gonna
stay in the UFC very long, like doing that shit.
Built like that, bro, and you didn't want to throw no punches. That's the first thing they said. This dude is built like a fucking tank. Them niggas was just riding this guy on his physique. Like you were built like a gladiator, and you
like he literally looks like that dude in the meme that's just walking like this. Like,
yeah, dude,
he's built like that nigga, bro.
Go to WWE, man. Go to
really?
Go to WWE. This shit is. Yeah. Anyways, I'm done talking about this nigga. He made me mad, bro.
Ode Osborne beat Luis Gurley by KO.
Yeah, they put in the work, man. That was a good fight.
Brad Tavares beat Gerald Meerschaert. Brad Tavares still going, man.
Yeah, I think he's tied with most wins in his weight class with Bisping.
Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
He's got one more to do.
Chang Ho Lee knocked out Cortavius Romeus. That is a crazy name.
Hardened.
Somebody on Twitter said that sound like a black magician's name. It's pretty funny. Oh my God, bro. This fight cost me a bag, son. Everybody and their mother said to take Brito and to take him by finish. Everybody, everybody was taking Brito in this fight. Everybody. And that was the only fight on my slip that didn't hit.
That's rough.
I'm salty. Fuck that fight. On to the next. I don't even want to talk about it. Josh Emmett, Lerone Murphy. Okay. I have mixed feelings about this fight.
Yeah, it was just
people are gonna say I'm biased because I'm a Josh Emmett fan, but like I felt like he was the aggressor.
Yes, of course.
He didn't land.
Always.
He didn't land more punches, but he was
couldn't get
pressing
to
forward
him
the entire. He was the one pressing forward the entire fight.
every fight.
He was landing takedowns. He pushed the pace, bro. Like I don't know. I felt like he won. I felt like he won personally. But it just goes to show what the hell do judges really be watching when they're in there? Like I don't know. Like
I think when they get their license, they're like, hey man, whatever I say is what I say, dude. You can't argue with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm taught to score on this shit, but at the end of the day, it's my decision. So whatever the fuck I want is whatever the fuck I say. You know, I think it's a lot of that shit. And with the
I don't want
fight,
to call it like a highway robbery, but like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This nigga Josh Emmett had fucking Lerone Murphy up in the air like a fucking ballerina at one point. Like
yeah, he was winging on him on the cage too.
Yeah, like
But
he was just being aggressive, and I felt like Lerone was just running mostly.
yeah, I mean, just point fighting. You know, it kind of reminded me of like a less aggressive Leon, bro. Just kind of stuck around and did what he was good at. Didn't get in a whole lot of trouble. It's not very fun.
Everybody
But
was calling him after that
technical.
fight too. They were like, "Congratulations, featherweight, you have a Leon Edwards." Like,
Yeah, you know, just kind of like good enough to skate by and not get hurt or not have any dramatic put into the wrong position. I don't know, man. It's he's 16 and 0 for a reason now.
yeah,
Not gonna get any fans,
I was
but
not impressed, and
no, you're not gonna win
most
fans, but you
people.
might.
And for him to try to flex like that after the fight because they were booing.
Yeah, he said easiest fighter. Come on, bro. Easiest
Yeah,
fight
he was
of
trying
life.
to say easy work. He was like, easy work, easy. No, like, how was it easy work when, I don't think it should have been a unanimous decision either. Like a split, if anything. Like, I felt like that fight was closer than the scorecards made it seem, for sure. But then again, I always have to watch a fight twice. I do want to watch that fight twice, see if I feel the same way about it.
Yeah, I didn't feel like Emmett won necessarily, but like I said, I probably have to watch it again. It just seemed a whole lot like he was like aggressively pursuing him. You know, he was trying to do the damage the whole time, but Lerone was just good enough at staying away and keep kicking, keeping his distance and circling. That's any means necessary.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run that back. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about, like I know we were supposed to have Mac back on again with the boy Red Wolf, but people got shit going on. Red Wolf is fiending for it, but hey, man, I promise you, Red Wolf, we are gonna make it happen. I promise you.
Yeah, I saw that Mac was like he was interviewing Kayla, so like he got shit going on.
Yeah,
That was
he's
a
got
good
shit
interview
going
too.
on. He's got personal shit going on too. So
hell yeah.
we gotta take into account that Mac is doing this at a way higher level than all of us are. So it's like,
yeah, man. If I had to think, yeah, dude, he's got some big names lining up, man. Like interview them, get some,
and
I'm
they're
interested to see
pretty
what they
much
got to
just
say
all,
too.
and because he has Perry as a co-host, they're just all lined up for him, ready to go. So it's like, I get it. Like priorities, man. I ain't mad at him. But we will get it done.
I see Perry trying to
get. He'll do it. It was his idea to do it. So if he says he'll do it, we'll do it.
I see Perry trying to get the Logan Paul, or I said Perry trying to get the Jake Paul fight again.
Size discrepancy, man. I just don't like it.
It was real bad last time, but they rushed him into it. If you could do it right, it might be interesting. Instead of them just trying to
I was giving him hope in that fight until the fight happened. You know what I mean? And he just looked out. He got all class in there. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even want to shit on Mike Perry or nothing like that, especially since he's Max Coast. I got love for him too. Like I'm a fan of Mike Perry, but like I don't. mean, he might be trying to get the bag. I ain't mad at that.
That's fair.
You know, it's a payday. Anyway, let's get to this news. Cain Velasquez was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but he will be credited time served, and I think he has like 1 more year remaining.
Yeah, like
best possible case scenario, honestly. Like, he could have gotten a hell of a lot worse, and I think that judge hella took into account like what he was actually doing, even though it was wrong. It wasn't wrong. The way it was done was wrong, I guess you can say, because I guess he could have potentially injured others, but like,
who gives a fuck?
it was valid. It was valid. It was
yeah,
valid.
like
it was
no,
valid.
he
It
just
was 100% valid.
he's a what's the word for it? He's a victim of a fucked up system. Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why they wouldn't have fucking apprehended that motherfucker immediately once some shit went down. Or like, there's no reason why that motherfucker should still be out. When that kind of shit goes down and there's like evidence or like obviously some shit going down, they need to lock that motherfucker up and get down to it. Keep them kind of motherfuckers out of the streets, harming innocent kids, dude. Yeah, like, these motherfuckers should have got shot. Fuck them.
100%.
No,
100%.
I think he get on the judge and Cain will be out, real soon. Then it'll all be over.
With that being said, free K now.
Yeah, it never went in.
Let's see what else we got here. Kevin Holland wants the Wonder Boy rematch. I mean, that's fair. He did break his arm in the first one, so
yeah. I guess he saw
Wonder Boy
get
hindered.
Wonder Boy get knocked out recently, and he's like, "Yeah, I want that one. I want it now. Now's the time." Somebody that he knows that he'll be able to strike with, that ain't gonna fucking grapple. Yeah, winnable match, I guess. Well, favorable.
Let's see what else we got here. Brendan Schaub said it would take $5 million for him to return to MMA. Well, good news, Schaub. You ain't getting 5 bands, nigga. Shut up. Ain't nobody paying you $5,000.
He's trying to test the water, hoping some fucking. He's trying to hope that one of these organizations, the fucking whatever, the GFL or fucking
GFL ain't paying that nigga $5 million to fight.
He's hoping somebody throws him something. I will fight for $5 million. I'll fight for the right amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to throw his name out there so somebody throws him a deal.
Fuck out of here, bro. Jeff Molina has been suspended for 3 years for illegal gambling. Good.
I heard about that. Yeah. I mean, it's something about like him betting on somebody that he knew was injured or some shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you just know that you're running them risks.
Yeah, he's in Krause's camp, so
yeah,
all those motherfuckers get what they got coming to them.
Notorious for that kind of shit. Hey man, if you're rigging the system, just know there's consequences.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
I mean, it's not like
Sean Strickland tried Popeyes for the first time. You know what? I'm so sick of this motherfucker. You're not gonna fucking trick me into believing that was the first time you ever had fried chicken in your fucking life as a grown ass man. Shut the fuck up.
I'm telling you.
Maybe it was the first time you ever had Popeyes chicken, but he was like trying to insinuate that was the first time he ever had chicken ever. Like, nigga, shut up. You found a way to get some clickbait and throw in sprinkle a little bit of racism in there and shut the fuck up.
See why you guys like it so much.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, there you go. Just just corny, bro. You see Paula Costa too, bro. It's just fucking. No. It's just corny, dog. The hard ER.
What did he do?
You didn't see it. Mm-mm. He asked if he could have the M word or M pass, and then said like the hard ER, like in a tweet.
Oh wow.
Bro, wow. Yeah, hard ER.
Oh wow. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, it might have been funny.
It's all about
a while ago.
It's all about the shock value these days. I swear to God.
It's a shame that that's the society we live in.
Yeah, it's a shame. That's what it's come down to. Let's see what else we got here. Cheeto Vera versus Batista has been moved. Everybody's Team Vera all day on that fight, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Bruno Silva's fighting Joshua Van. That should be a good one. Speaking of Paulo Costa is fighting Roman Kopylov. Bro, if he loses this fight, might be time to be done with him.
Yeah, send his ass over to Dirty Boxing or something.
Yeah, or BK. He might drive BK, but you don't think so?
He wouldn't do no BK. No, he wouldn't do no BK, bro.
Oh, he probably wouldn't.
Maybe Karate Combat. He'd try to fight Luke again or something.
Possibly, yeah.
Old man Luke. He'll try to fight Paul or Jake Paul or something in the wash division.
Carlos Paredes. How do you say his name? Carlos Paredes. You know who I'm talking about. The Brazilian.
He's supposed to
fight Ian Gary. He was supposed to fight Ian Gary. Now he's he's supposed to fight Jeff Neal. Now he's fighting Ian Gary.
Yeah.
Pratis? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's got crazy power, but Gary's got good grappling. He'll probably win by decision. He'll probably fucking do just enough to win. Yeah, dude.
Team Pratis.
I hope he starts him. He's one of the fighting nerds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And I don't know. He's just too good, bro. He's a mixed martial artist. Like, he can do a little bit of it all. He's got the mentality where he just wants to win, bro. That's what he wants. So he'll go out there and he'll fucking grapple your ass, hold you against the cage, whatever he's got to do. Not a fan, but I'm realistic.
Fair.
I think he's good enough to just not get flatlined.
Aaron Blanchfield is fighting Macy Barber. Actually, I got Macy in that one.
Yeah, it's a good fight. But Macy, she's got heart, man. I'll go with her.
Benoit Saint Denis is fighting Joel Alvarez. I don't know who I got in that fight.
Yeah, well, Saint Denis, he fought that's the dude that Poirier knocked out, right?
Yes.
The dude who's got no lower chin.
He was on a nice little run before he fought.
That dude's got he's got the weirdest profile. He's got like his like lips are like they put the shaders on zero. So his chin and his
looks like a human version of the Loki looks like a human version of the dude from Gods of War.
No, bro. You talking about Kratos? He got the same beard. The dude ain't got no chin, dude. It's just like looking. Y'all will notice next time you see.
Oh, this should be a banger right here. Manel Cape versus Brandon Royval.
Ooh, Raw Dog. Yeah, I got Manel.
I do too. I'm a fan, man.
Good. Raw Dog's scrappy. Mm-hmm.
Edmund Shabazian is fighting Andre Petrosky.
Damn, they already gave Shabazian another fight.
Yeah, he must have asked for it.
Yeah, I'm down to watch that one. I got Shabazian.
I do too. And we got 2 title fights for UFC 316. One, which is just insane to me, but we got Kayla Harrison and Juliana Pena. I don't know who I got in that fight. I mean, I'm sure most people are going to take Harrison, but don't sleep on Pena.
I'm sleeping on Pena. I took 2 fucking Benadryl on Pena, bro. 2 Benadryl 30 minutes ago on Pena. Dog, after working a full fucking 10-hour shift. That's how I feel about that. I tipped the Dasani on that.
Oh, I'm clipping the timestamp on that because that is the clip I'm using when I upload this episode.
That's how I feel.
That was funny. Well, I know how you feel. Okay, and then we got Marab versus Sean 2, which is so
Nobody.
unwarranted.
The only
Reeks of
way that
Dana White privilege.
he just because O'Malley's just such a like flamboyant, like he is the guy that wants to be the star. Like he's got that personality. Marab, he's a star too, but he's not as flamboyant and loud and colorful, so he doesn't market as well. Of course, they're trying to fucking flush Marab down the fucking toilet, get him out of here. But Marab's too good, bro. He's like a roach. You can't
I
touch him.
honestly think Marab's got a bigger fan base than people let on. I actually think a
I'm
lot
a
of
fan of
people.
Marab, man.
I think more people are. I wasn't a fan of Marab at first. I'm a fan of Marab now. Like his personality has grown over me. Has grown,
Hmm.
and yes, he does spam the hell out of takedowns. But I mean, it's fun to watch, man. It wasn't at first, but
It's just
he's
fun
just
because
getting
it's
better.
like
He's
nobody
getting
can stop
better.
him.
Yeah, it's like if you don't want him to do it, then you gotta. But he's gonna get you. He's
I just,
just unlimited gas tank, good personality, wild personality. Everybody says he's like a mini version of Sean, but I don't. He might be a mini version of Sean as far as like getting mad
no
getting
impulse
mad.
control.
Yeah, no impulse control. That's a perfect way to. I was lost just trying to describe it, but
Yeah, just like a little Tasmanian tiger, man. Tasmanian devil, whatever the fuck.
he's
Yeah,
gonna destroy him. He's gonna destroy him again.
yeah. The
No
only
doubt in my
thing I
mind.
could see is maybe him with like a crazy ass intercept knee when he's shooting for a takedown. There's no way, bro, because it was just I mean, we say that we've seen people completely turn the shit around. You saw Aljo versus Peter Yan won, and then saw it the
That's
second fight.
fair. That's fair. That's
So,
fair. That's very fair.
you can only improve. I don't know
I
because
think
we
it's
haven't
also fair
even.
to say that I also think it's fair to say that Marab would beat the shit out of Alja.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But that being said, like Marab's been preparing for everybody else. Aljo's probably just been preparing for Marab the whole time. So you know,
I think Marab's a different breed, man.
yeah, he's a freaking nature because even Umar, that's the other different breed. And if he did Umar the way he did, Umar was gassed at the end, and fucking Marab was still good. He ate some shots too. Marab did. It's gonna be interesting. I still pick Marab. I just don't.
Nah,
O'Malley got
there's
to catch him.
nothing. I don't think there's anything that I mean, it would have. I feel like it would have been in Sean's best interest to get another fight before that.
Yeah, just at least, well, I guess he really just doesn't want to risk any other thing. Like he wants the belt.
I think he should have had to earn that title. He got dominated, bro. Like he should have had to earn a title shot, bro. It should
Yeah,
not
I
have been
mean,
just given to him. That's another reason why I feel like he should have had another fight before this title shot because he should have got another win before he got another title shot. But
yeah, it's
it is
weird
what it
how
is,
people.
man. The
It's weird when some
favoritism in
people
the
get them.
UFC is very real.
That's what
Very
it
real.
is.
Very,
Yeah,
very real.
that's what I was getting at. Because sometimes
Dana,
you don't get
there's
one.
if there is a certain fighter that Dana wants to promote and push, like he's gonna do what he's got to do to push the narrative to where this guy it's warranted and it's deserved and kiss my ass.
Fair enough.
Now let's get to this. Let's get to the UFC Jackass of the Week. I don't know if you had one in mind, but I know who I got in mind, and it is Joe motherfucking Pfeiffer.
Yeah, no, that's definitely mine, bro. That guy's a fucking idiot. I'm not a fan of him, bro. His personality stinks. He looks like a tool.
Yeah. Um, and the reason you're getting Jackass of the Week, buddy, is just for the simple fact that not only that days before the fight you said this is the healthiest you've ever been for a fight. Not just for pulling out the day of the fight, but for you to try to blame the entire country of Mexico for why you weren't healthy to fight.
Bro called it a dump. Called the whole fucking country a dump. Where are you from again, bro?
I don't even know where he's from.
Mexico's beautiful.
I've never been,
Yeah,
but I've heard nothing but great. I've heard nothing but great things to anybody
yeah,
I know who's been, and I
yeah.
know plenty of people who have been, and they say it's a beautiful place. And for you to try to disrespect the country of Mexico because you couldn't make it to your fight is insane and extremely ignorant. And you're probably another one who was just looking for trying to go the Colby Covington route or whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. That shit is hella trash to me when you start disrespecting people's countries, especially since you didn't get fucking bottles thrown at you by people in this country. You didn't get attacked by people in this country. Nobody in this country did any fucking thing to you for you to disrespect that country. So get a special for Joe Pfeiffer.
I want to say something
You earned
too.
it.
Yeah, what wasn't he the guy? He was definitely the guy that was at the fucking Eddie Alvarez, Jeremy Stevens, like fucking press conference and had the nerve to get on the mic and talk shit to Stevens. Like Stevens ain't achieved 10 times more shit than he's ever achieved. I don't know, bro. That rubbed me the wrong way. I think it was Stevens. It might have been Stevens, but it was definitely somebody that he was on the mic talking shit, and then and then does all this bullshit. I got to go back and re-see it. I want to say he was talking shit to some. It might have been a different fighter too, but he was talking shit to somebody. I think they might have pulled out of a fight or something. He was kind of calling him. It's hypocritical in hindsight of what just happened. I don't know. I've never been a fan of him since he got the fucking hair work, dude. Or he got the hair work shit, man. I don't know. I'm just looking for reasons to hate this guy. I'll be honest. I'm just not a fan. He fought Jack, right? And then had the nerve to talk shit.
Who?
Didn't he fight Jack?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up his shit real quick.
Yeah, let me see his last fight. So I want to say he just tried to wing overhands the whole fight and never was even, he might have landed like 2 shots. No, he fought Bear Jew. That's who it was.
Yeah, he
Paul
knocked out
Craig.
Bear Jew. Oh,
He
wait, no, he
did?
didn't fight Paul Craig. No, he didn't fight Paul Craig. His last fight
Who am
was
I
against
thinking of?
His last fight was against Mark Andre Baralt, and he knocked
Mark
him
Andre
out.
Baralt.
And
What
then he
about
fought
before
Jack
that?
And then he fought Jack
That's what I was
Hermanson
thinking
right
of.
before
That
that.
fight. Yeah, I was thinking of that fight with Jack. Who the fuck just fought Paul Craig then? It was Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel. Man, I
Yeah,
get
Bo
both. I
Nickel.
get both of the motherfuckers mixed up. Bo Nickel and fucking Pfeiffer.
They've honestly got very, very, very similar personalities.
Yeah,
Kind
exactly. Like the
kind of both
self-righteous
redheads.
fucking.
Both redheads, both way more arrogant than they should be.
I'll be honest though. I like Nickel better than I like Pfeiffer. That guy's a fucking tool, bro. Joe's a fucking
I
loser, bro.
don't like either one of them, to be quite honest.
We'll end it on that note, bro. I'll babble about these guys. They're fucking miserable.
Shit, man. Apparently Cejudo beat up a hit and run driver that drove a car into his neighbor's house. Did you hear about
Good.
that?
No, good, bro. Fuck those guys. Drunk driving is fucking despicable. Most avoidable shit ever, bro. Take the hit and get an Uber. You got to go do some stupid shit. Pathetic.
I saw some really sad shit the other day, man. I don't even think this couple was driving either, but it was a really young couple. Just got pulled over. Dude was doing 86 miles an hour. Got pulled over. Hella young couple, bro. They were like 24 or 25. 24 and 25. They were literally on their first date ever. And cop, gives them a warning, even though like it was a provisional license. Like he shouldn't have been driving at that time of night because he wasn't with like the proper person that he needed to be with. And
Saffron or whatever.
And
Guardian.
5 minutes after he let him go, they crashed and died. He was driving 100. He was driving 106 miles an hour. Why the fuck would you drive faster when you just got pulled over? Like, I don't. Oh man,
stupidity.
So self-inflicted and so avoidable. Like,
yeah,
sad,
that's a shame.
man. Sad. and that cop's gonna feel guilt for the rest of his life because of that shit. Unfortunately,
Yeah, but he can't blame himself, man. That's something their parents should have fucking taught him, instilled the
should have towed
importance
that.
of
He should
life.
have towed that damn. He should have towed that damn car,
That's fair, especially if you're out
or
that late.
arrested him, or arrested him.
He probably thought he's doing him a favor, and that shit,
Yeah, yeah.
that's how you fuck up too, man. It's, that's life. Monkey paw shit,
Yeah, Rampage and Evans got canceled.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Something about Rampage fighting somebody because they were like politics or some shit. I don't know. Said he beat up two
Yeah,
people.
apparently there's
I really want to know
something
what's going on with
going
that.
on with. Rampage posted a long ass video about it, and I don't know if it's long, but he basically said like he doesn't trust this organization to like.
Pay him and
I don't
shit.
know. There might be some shady stuff going on behind them.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on. I was looking forward to
That's a
that.
bummer though, because I was looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
Started bringing up old memories of their rivalry in the UFC and shit.
Legendary rivalry. Yeah, that was one of my favorite seasons.
Dana White announced a deal with Meta. I don't really know what that means for the UFC.
Maybe they're supposed to be doing
It sounds like more money for Dana, not more money for the fighters.
Yeah, just I could see like maybe they do some shit where it's like you pay money to be there virtually, like in the VR. Like imagine they do that shit like that. And
the glasses and shit.
Yeah, like these are VR seats, and you pay a certain amount of money, and you can fucking be there
That's
and look
right. You know
around
what?
and shit.
That actually might be legit. I'm not even gonna lie. If they could pull it off,
And if they sell them cheap, man.
Technology is wild.
If they sell those, I mean, well, there's no way they'd sell it cheaper than a pay-per-view. So you'd be paying like $80 to fucking be there in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think the concept of it is tight. Not to say,
I mean, it'd be cool to definitely watch a fight like that. Or imagine they develop some sort of camera that the ref could wear, and from the ref's camera, you could see virtual reality from that point. Like they have a 360 camera on the top of their head or fucking like on their chest. And from that point, you could see 360. That'd be fucking crazy.
I already feel like they should do the. I talked about the ref cam on the last episode just for the simple fact that I feel like it would be nice to see from the ref's perspective why they intervene when they do when it comes to certain stoppages that other people deem too early or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it would be nice for the refs peace of mind and these fucking bloodthirsty fans peace of mind that like are always yelling about early stoppage. Like, I think if you saw it from the refs' eye view, like you would get a much better perspective on why they ran in when they did, because we're not seeing it from their perspective. We're seeing it from a TV. Like we see it from one angle, they're seeing it from a completely different angle. Like angle, you know what I mean? That all plays a factor when you really think about it. And the last thing I want to talk about, because we're just about at that mark. Joe Rogan, this has got to be the craziest. I've heard some pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, he's been wilding lately.
No, this one is like as dumb as it gets. Said punches to the back of the head should be illegal in MMA.
Oh, should be legal. Yeah, he's like, or I'm like, dude, do you want people to die, dude? They're not even legal in boxing.
They're not legal in any sport.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Were punches legal to the back of the head in Pride? Were they soccer kicked and kneed to the head? And I don't think you can knee somebody to the back of the head in Pride.
No, that was some caveman thinking. Like, you might as well allow eye gouging and headbutts, dude. You're going to allow back of the head strikes.
Huh?
That you might as well add eye gouging and headbutts if you're going to allow back of the head strikes.
Nah, back of the head is absolutely insane. Like,
yeah, like they got your back, and he was like, they used to get on your back and just drop elbows. Like, yeah, dude, that was before we had regulations. Before we had morals, dude. Like, we're in a civilized fucking society. We're not having people get mush brains now that we know about CTE and shit. Like, have some fucking sense. The dude
Yeah,
was tripping on that. Coming
yeah,
from the
no, that's
guy that, and he was the guy that quit Taekwondo because he fucking KO'd somebody so bad that he thought he killed him, right? And you are gonna endorse back to the headshots? What are we doing, man? Come on.
he's also a person that advocates for 12 to 6 elbows too. So it's like,
Yeah, those cut people too mad, bro. They're brutal. I don't care. I'm fine
yeah,
with them not being in.
they're I am too, because it's like,
Every
I don't
time you
care
see
what you
people do
say, you
that,
can generate way more power coming down like this than you can sideways. You know what I mean?
yeah, and also
It's
they
just
might talk
gravity,
about
bro. Like,
not just that, but they might talk about, oh, you're doing this motion, bro. You're using your whole core. You're using all of your weight. Here, you're pivoting. Here, you're dropping all of your weight, your lats, your core, your fucking back. You're fucking dropping all of that to
yeah,
one
now we're
point.
talking about like fractured skulls and all
I
kinds of
mean, there's a
shit that
reason
there's no
why.
recovering from. Like,
Yeah, there's a reason
there's a
why when you
reason
see
these rules are
somebody,
set in place, dude. It's not supposed to be a fucking barbaric ass gladiator.
too much,
I mean,
man.
it is in a sense, but at the same time, it's like, goddamn, dude, have some fucking compassion,
Humanity. Some
fucking
fucking
humanity.
humanity,
Yes.
bro. Yeah, people get. I mean, every time they throw that elbow, bro, it's like damn near every time people are cut or bleeding. You know, like even Emmett got hit. I think he got hit with a couple last night. Last
Yeah,
night,
and
I think,
he
yeah,
was bleeding
bleeding, bro.
immediately, and
Yeah,
I
the top
assumed
of
it
the
was
head shit.
from I assumed it was from the front of his head. He was bleeding so bad,
No, it's
but
the
like
top of his
one
head from
elbow
one of
busted him up that bad, bro. Like,
12 to
come on,
6.
son. Like,
I'm cool with him not being allowed. I'm fine with that.
100%,
I don't like the
100%.
cuts, bro. The cuts are
Y'all
the
gotta be
worst
so
part of
damn.
it.
Yeah, y'all gotta be so y'all gotta stop being so damn heartless, man.
Gotta be the only people who think like that are people that have never been in any physical altercation in their life. You know what I mean? That's despicable, man. We're all humans. You know, it's a sport. It's not a real fucking like do or like life or death. You know what I mean? You gotta understand it's still for
Like,
entertainment.
I enjoy seeing a good street fight. I don't like seeing when the guy gets knocked out in a street fight and then a
They
bunch
kick
of
him in the
random
head.
people who had nothing to do with the fight are hitting this dude who's already unconscious over and over and over. Like, I don't like seeing that shit. Like,
Yeah, it's a bit
it's like
gross.
there's fine lines to everything, man. That's all I'm saying.
I'm civilized. I want to see that filth.
Yeah, no
I want to see
shit.
competition, gentlemanly scraps.
Well, yeah, man. That's gonna wrap it up for us, man. I would like to record another episode this week if we can. At least get some predictions for the Saturday's card. Cat making an appearance. Would you be down for another one?
You said Saturday. When do you want to do it again?
No, I said I would like to record another episode, like maybe even just do predictions for Saturday's card. I wasn't saying on Saturday, but like
Oh yeah. Just
before
let me know.
Saturday,
Like I
like
said, I'm free until.
before you go back before you go back to school, preferably.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, and we got some guests in the works. You know what I mean? We got a UFC fighter coming soon. I'm not gonna say his name because, hey, I don't want to jinx. I don't want to jinx nothing. And we also got the Mac, Molly, and Red Wolf interview. Well, not an interview. They're just coming on as guests. We will have that for y'all too. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
I
do it
talked
for
to
now.
Stan
Until
too.
next, you talk to
Said
who?
I talked to Stan. He said he's gonna hop on. You know when he pretty soon. You
Oh
know whenever he gets
yeah. We
settled.
got to get him back on too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just I want to wrestle. I'm sure. You know what I mean? I've never been in that position, so I can't really talk. But like, I would imagine taking your first loss isn't easy, and whatever you got to do to get his mind right and get ready to get back in there. That's what he got to do. But yeah, I'd love to
Yeah,
have him on again too. Anytime he
he's
wants
chilling,
to.
man. Yeah, he's chilling. You know, he got to go out and enjoy himself when after the fight. Good spirits. You know, you learn. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, it's always going to be
Can't
a
be
learning
ashamed of
experience, I
that.
would think. You know what I mean? He'll bounce back. I have no doubt in my mind about that. Well, yeah, man, that's going to do it for us. Until next time, we out.